just take a minute and look at her. It's so sick. So this is a little bit more about what it looks like in the daytime. Paint's fucking dicked. But the fucking thing is so solid on the bottom. That was from yesterday when we pulled over. That brake was hanging up real bad, dude. It was vibrating the whole car. It probably needs a drum now. It fucking wasted. So I had to pull over, pull wheel and tire, and back the drum off. You can't get from the backside on these. But it's like even where they usually rust is like, it's solid. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's like solid. It must have been out in the sun like a fuck. Look at it. It's wasted. Dude, I gotta get the rear courtesy lights working. They don't work. I gotta do that yet. I think it's probably just the ground here. It's always the fucking ground. Somebody took his seatbelts out of it. I don't know what the fucking deal is with that. I'll have to put them in. Right now I don't have a key for the trunk, so I can't get in the trunk without going through the back seat. So that's first on the list. Try to go to a locksmith today. I'll pull the glove box lock out and have it matched up. And like the doors, like everything, the sills, dude, it's super solid. Look, it's freaking solid, boys. Even the rear body mounts, like it's super solid, dude. And like everything opens and closes so nice. Like the paint looks like shit, but dude, I didn't care because the thing is so friggin' solid. Nothing's wet. It rained like a fuck here last night. I was a little worried about it because this is fucking wasted. I'm gonna order these today, actually, these fucking moldings here. Get them coming. But it's like, it's just such a cool fucking car. The power locks don't work. They're vacuum actually on these fucking things, so they didn't work when it was running either, so I don't think it's a vacuum issue. It's my old plate off the Viper. Now this fucking thing has been sitting here all fucking night. Check this out. What the fuck, dude? It's so sick. And fix the overheating issue. No big deal, we'll get her. I'm not sure what the deal is, but we'll figure it out. Radio works. It just makes a very like light sound, like I don't know if the speaker's bad or what the fucking deal is, but like it does kind of work. But dude, it's like really not a bad car. I'm like super pumped about it. I realize you guys probably think I'm retarded and it's junk, but I don't care. Perfect for me. I didn't want something wicked nice. I wanted something that I could just get in and go. Not worry about. Can't decide if we're gonna fucking air ride it or not. Might just air ride it. I don't know what to do with the motor. I kind of was looking for something with the intention of putting a diesel in it. So that's a plan, but this thing runs so goddamn nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is the worst of the rust right here. Just this fender. And it's still wicked solid. I'm gonna get it on the lift here in a little bit, and we'll get underneath it, and I'll show you how clean the floor pan is. It's just fucking unbelievable, especially looking at the top of it. You would think there would be nothing left at the bottom, but it's unreal clean. So I'll update you when we get her up on. All right, guys. Up on the left. Your fucking standard issue rust. I don't know, maybe one of you guys can tell me, is this bumper lined wrong or is that supposed to have that gap there? It's the same way on the other side. Like that, you know, but I don't know. I've never had one of these fucking things. But dude, look at her. It's fucking mint, dude. We're leaking something. Probably a fucking rear main with my luck. It doesn't matter. It's not here for that. But dude, look at the underneath of this fucking car. There's like no rust on it anywhere. I mean, it's fucking punky. Not punky, but undercoated. It's all fucking slimy. But I mean, you could tell there's fucking original metal under there, dude. Frame is fucking minty. It's like unheard of for being in this state. I fucking had to buy it. Look at back here, dude. The fucking things always rot out. And it's super fucking nice. Super fucking nice. I gotta tell you, I'm really not mad at it. I mean, yeah, it's a gigantic piece of shit, but it's fucking cool, dude. Like, look at the details, like, in the fender well and shit, where everything's usually full of fucking Bondo and fucking junk. It's like real metal. Same on the other side. Thing is fucking sick. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. The reason it's up in the air is because I want to find a radiator drain, and I want to drain that fucking thing out. And then what we're gonna do to double check our results from that doodly-doo there is we're gonna put the cooling system vacuum tester on it right here. This deal. If you guys work on shit and you don't have one of these, you're fucking up. This is the handiest tool in my box by far. I use it all the time on everything. And so at this point, I'm thinking the coolant's so fucking low on it, I think that's why it lost heat. And then also, I'm willing to bet it had a massive fucking air pocket, or still does, in the motor from when they did the water pump and thermostat. Now I went out and got a thermostat and a new radiator cap and a gasket anyway, because it looks like there's a bunch of fucking like GMS on there, RTV, whatever you guys call it. I call it GMS because I used to work for GM back in the day. So that's where we're at. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give that a rip. Well, she's draining. Set her down. Enough. Nice part about it, working on all the trucks all the time. Plenty of 5-gallon pails laying around. So it's nice when you go to work on a car for a change. I don't gotta worry about switching buckets 6 times. So we'll come back when that's drained. And there's a petcock down the radiator down there, in case you were wondering how I did that. I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Yeah, there it is. I put a little tit hose on it there so to clear the stuff and not try to run everywhere. So do that, we'll be back. All right, well, let's see what this thermostat looks like. Fucking GMS all over the fucking thing. For no fucking reason. See all the fucking schmo? Kinda looks like it was in the fucking thermostat, don't it? Looks alright. $180. That's the same as the one I got. Look at me shake like a fucking fiend. Jesus Christ. I'll probably put it back over here. My vision's probably a little better, eh? Bro, look at that. I just noticed they fucking drilled this fucking thing. I wonder if it is junk and it was fucking just not... wasn't fucking moving at all. Why would you drill it? Unless you drilled it to bleed it. But why would you do that when you could just use the vacuum thing? Mint! Where is the fucking... this fucking thing? This is a little punky. So... I don't know if you can fucking see that. It's got some fucking punkiness to her, so I'm thinking what we might do is just put a little bit of fucking RTV on it. Look, boys. That's all you fucking need. You smooth it on with your finger. It's why you have these fucking things. Set you right in there. Like so. Boy, howdy, somewhere I had a gasket. Here it is. It's a nice package with Velcro, nice work. Set your gasket right on there. Yeah, she's a beaut. Look at her. Randy fucking new, boys. Shaking, you psycho. All the fucking GMS off of the fucking bolts. Jesus Christ. Click. Click. Good enough for who it's for. Put this turd back on there. Really should have got hoses, but... dude, I tell you what. There's a reason I call them Rapa. Fucking Napa's prices are just terrible. I was just down there and got this belt here, which is like, I don't know, a foot long. Fucking $19 for her. I look on Rock Auto real quick. It's fucking $5, dude. If you're not buying your parts on Rock Auto, you're missing out. So I got all the stuff to give this thing a tune-up. in the cart on Rock Auto. I just got ordered. I just wasn't sure whether or not I was going to need a head gasket kit or not, so I didn't press the order now button yet. But we're going to do points, cap, rotor, wires. What else? I'm going to order those belts. I'm going to bring that one back to Rapo. Fuck that noise. And then, what else are we going to do? I think we're going to take this intake manifold off. I got them in the cart also. We're going to take this intake manifold off because this fucking thing has an exhaust crossover and it goes up under the carb, and that's how the choke works on these fucking things. So it like warms up quicker and it's fucking junk. So we're going to take the intake manifold off. We're going to drill and tap all the ports so that they will take a pipe plug. If you look right here, you see this thing here that goes down. That's an exhaust port actually right there. And this fucking thing, you see the black all around it. It's all routed off. It's junk. Fucking melting my harness here. So we're gonna delete all that. I'm gonna leave that carter because that thing is badass. They're really not a bad carb. So I'm gonna leave that deal alone. But we're gonna delete all the exhaust, and then we're just gonna put an electric choke on it. Done and done. I mean, what the fuck. And then that should be the cock for dolly. I think we'll take power right from the coil when we do that, and that'll do her. So we're tight here. This is good enough for who it's for. What I do got to do though is loosen these. They're like fucking piano strings. He's got them so fucking tight. And then we'll get this vacuum deal on here and suck this bitch down and see exactly what we have. Yeah, so that's the other thing I did too, is like inevitably them buckets, you can never get the shit in there because it always ends up going all over. So I took one of the lids to the trash can here and I just drilled a bunch of holes in it. It fucking works than tits. All right, so this goes on here. And the whole goal here is we're going to pull as much vacuum on this bitch as we can. Should go, a healthy system will go past the 25. And just usually go a little bit past 25. And then we'll close the valve here, unplug the air, and we'll let it set and see if it holds 25. In my experience, if they don't hold, if there's a leak, it won't even make it to 25. I've never had one that wouldn't hold over 25, you know, if it made it there. So this just works as a venturi, so just air going past this doodly-doo creates a suction. I'll show you how it's done here. It's pretty simple. So there she is. Right now you got your vacuum going, and then to actually turn it on, you just hit the valve. Look at the hose. We got problems, boys. Oh, there's coolant in her. Probably in that heater core there. That's probably spraying all over. Of course it is. Problem is, we got to get that fucking coolant right out of the system. Worst part about that thing is the noise. Good God. Well, this moved, didn't it? That's no fucking good. So we got a leak somewhere. And or it's pulling some air out based on, well, no, it couldn't be pulling air out. I do know you're supposed to have all the coolant out of the system when you do this, but I think I've got as much out as I possibly can. Well, we're back sucking. She's sucking hard, boys. Literally all I did was take the bottom heater core hose off, let the coolant drain out of it, and then plug it back in. And we're already got like 2.5 inches more vacuum. So, like I said, you gotta get the coolant out of these fucking things or the thing doesn't work. Well, it's been sitting here like 10 fucking minutes, dude, and I'm pretty sure the issue I have going on is because there's still coolant in the system. I could be wrong. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna suck it back down as far as I can get it, and then we're gonna fucking, I'll show you how to fill it. You can see her. I mean, we're right there, dude. Usually goes a little bit further than that, but not a whole lot. Oh, she's just about there now. And you can see when that needle fluctuates, you'll see the coolant coming out of this fucking thing. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna send it. So then, what you do is you close your fucking valve here. You got another setup here for filling. Got the COVID. So the closer, unplug the air so we don't have to listen to it. Unplug this. And we plug in our filler. Make sure that's closed, locked in. Stick it in our bucket. That'll fill our whole deal up for us again, so we won't have to. Look at her suck the bucket right down. Sounds like about all she wanted. Alright, so since I fucked that up, I got another trick. And that trick is this funnel. And what you do is you assemble it on there, and it seals to the top of that radiator. And essentially what it does is it raises the highest point in the cooling system. So now the highest point is where the water level is in the funnel. And it's great to helping you bleed something that's very troublesome to bleed. Well, still getting hot. Heat's working again. I got heat, and the thermostat is opening now. So I'm inclined to believe it was never an issue. But it's still getting fucking warm. I mean, I haven't overheated it, but it was at 230 just going up and down my road a couple times. No fucking bueno. So I set the timing, dialed in the carb a little bit. The new cap did make a big difference. There's no more water down the bottom of the bumper. It is holding the pressure it's supposed to be holding, so that's good. But I mean, it runs smoother, but it did not help the overheating at all. We'll fucking key it up here for you. It runs a little better, smoother, quieter out the, or not quieter, but smoother out the pipe in the back. And then while I was over there fucking around, there was 2 busted wires in the door here, so you can see I put the heat shrink crimps onto them. I don't know what it did. It didn't fucking fix anything. So I'm not real sure what the fucking deal is with that. But that's that. I still got. I was really hoping it would fix that fucking window over there that doesn't work, but it didn't. So I'm not real sure what the fucking deal is with those 2 wires. I'm at a loss of words here, boys. I don't fucking have any idea why she's overheating on me. I'm not real sure. I mean, the radiator seems to be at good temperature all the way across it. So I don't think it would be a bad radiator. I mean, I would think there would be cold spots or something like that if it wasn't flowing through. I just, I don't fucking know. And the radiator's like $600 fucking dollars, so I'm not inclined to go spending that kind of money without any kind of guaranteed diagnosis, you know? Still an overheating piece of shit. But it's an overheating piece of shit that the fucking courtesy light's working now. Huh? Fuck yeah. You know, my buddy across the street here fucking traced it out earlier. There's a junction here. So we checked there, we weren't getting any power, but it had power under the dash, so I had to pull the seat out. I was afraid I was gonna take this big bench out, but I didn't have to. I was able to peel the carpet back, pull the seatbelt thing off, and peel the carpet back, and there was actually a junction in here. You could see what's left of the corrosion there. And this was a piece of one of the wires. There was absolutely nothing left of it. It was just totally fucked. And I'm sure it's just from all the moisture that's been in here. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if this thing got left out in the fucking rain with the windows down or what, dude, but she was wet at one time. But it's fucking super clean car otherwise. I mean, it's just all surface. Like, the fucking thing is solid. So, that's the other deal was I couldn't get in the trunk because I don't have a key. And this is super cool. You're gonna dig this. Not only does the trunk light work, look at the fucking spare onto her. She's fucking brandy new. I pulled the lock cylinder out. I also pulled the glove box one. I'm gonna bring them to a locksmith tomorrow and get them coated so they match, and so that I have a key for them so I can actually use this fucking thing. But dude, check this out. This is your cover that normally would go over the thing there, dude. Last time you seen one of them, I couldn't believe it, dude. And that, look at the fucking polyglass. I kind of almost wish I had gotten a flat so I could put that thing on. That's cool as shit. Probably never ever been on a car. It looks fucking brand new, dude. Still got air in it. Oh yeah, still got wind in her. Look at that shit, dude. That's the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. Super cool. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like it's got two jacks into her, huh? I don't know. But it has that super. I don't know if these are. I believe these are pretty rare. These fucking. It's a defroster, dude. Rear defrost option. It's got that blower motor there and a thing that it's supposed to hang off of there, but one of the tits is busted off of it. So maybe I could fix it. It's cool as shit though. But anyway, I was just fucking around and I thought for sure you guys would dig that. I didn't fix this window. I guess still got nothing. And I pulled that thing out and I don't got power back here. At least I didn't. I haven't checked it since I did all the wire fixing. I will say though, if you notice, I think it's a motor. And the reason I think that is if I hit the switch here. Oh, it was dimming the light earlier. Oh, you fucking retard, the key's not on. Oh, I can't believe it doesn't work. So I believe it's putting power back there. Let's see what it does from the other side. Nothing. That doesn't do a fucking thing. So maybe that switch is bad and the fucking motor's bad. Who knows? I gotta really look at it. I didn't like chase it, but that's next on the list. I can't be having windows that don't go down in this big body 4-door with no post. I gotta have the windows all down all the time. Fuck. We're back. Camera battery died and then I got right busy as fuck. So I haven't updated you guys in pretty much a day's worth of work. So you'll notice it's running absolutely perfect. Fixed a bunch of vacuum lines. I believe the overheating is solved. Believe it or not, what was wrong with it? Where'd my temp line go? Believe it or not, what was wrong with this thing? The fucking belts, dude. The fucking belts, they were slipping, but you couldn't, they didn't make any noise, so you couldn't tell they were slipping audibly like you normally can. I gotta readjust them. I just took it for its first real ride since I did all that. And so listen. I got one that's a little loose, so, or a couple that are a little loose, but I gotta tighten them up a little bit. They're brand new, I just put them on there, so that's not all that uncommon. Let me show you. Get in here. How I ended up diagnosing the belt was, I was revving it up to try to, I put, there's coolant flush shit in here right now too. So I put that in there, I was revving it up to get it up to temperature. And I was watching the fan, and the fan is like, doesn't look like it's moving any faster. I'm like, what the fuck, that's weird. But there's no way to confirm it. So I got this fucking thing, this photographic like tachometer, digital tachometer thing. So I put the sticky there on the water pump, right there, and you can see 750 RPM. I put one down on the crank too. I don't know if y'all can see it. Jesus Christ. See, so now she's spinning fans a little bit faster than the crank, which is that's what it's supposed to be. So let me set you down. And I'm gonna watch it. I don't know that you'll be able to see, but maybe what I can do is put you over here. I apologize, you have to look at me for a minute. I'm going to try to hold this like this. Now before, I don't know if you could see those numbers, they're going to be upside down to y'all, but we were up to 2,300 at one point. Before, what was happening is the engine RPM would increase, but the fan wouldn't go any faster, and the belts made absolutely no noise, zero noise. So I had no indication that they were fucked up. The other thing I did was I ordered a metric fuck ton of shit from Rock Auto. So we got upper and lower radiator hoses. Also, if Rock Auto would like to sponsor me, that would be great, because I'm constantly buying shit there. The other side's full too, and half the lift is full. What was I just talking about? Yeah, so upper low radiator hoses, I got points, cap, rotor, wires, all that shit's original in the car. The only thing he changed was the plugs, so I'm not gonna bother with them. I got a fuel filter. I didn't get an air filter, it's actually mint. I got a fuel pump gasket where it goes to the block because that's leaking a little oil, and something else. I don't know, a bunch of shit, dude. Like, a bunch of shit. So then The other thing that I did today, just now, was I investigated why the car would pull to the left. And I popped off the wheels here in the front and took a quick peek. And the brakes look actually really good. They're like mint. The adjustment wasn't terrible, so I repacked the wheel bearings, readjusted the brakes, put that bitch back together. What I did, however, find was this was the passenger side brake hose. Needless to say, we were on a bit of borrowed time there. So I replaced both front brake hoses. And the fucking thing stops dead straight now. It's perfect. So that's the deal. All the heat and shit still works. Yeah, I mean, you could see that fucking thing was all in the middle all day the last time, but now we'll go all the way to fucking full cheech here. Oh yeah. Tons of heat, dude. Look, it's holy fuck, it's like nuclear hot, dude. And it was never like that because it wasn't circulating. It wasn't circulating. The other thing I did was I pulled the glove box latch out, and I actually took the trunk one out too today. And took the trunk. That's right. I updated you guys about that because I showed you the spare. So I dropped these two lenses. Dropped these lenses off, or lenses. Jesus Christ! Dropped those lock cylinders off at the locksmith today. So fingers crossed, I'll have them back tomorrow, and then I can put this thing back together because it's driving me nuts with the glove box open. Absolutely fucking nuts. Yeah, so every tool in the world out. Just fucking giving her today, boys. So what I wanted to do now is I'm going to readjust those belts, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to come out and empty the radiator completely. Is that belt aligned properly? I'm gonna drain the cooling system out and get this. It's some kind of oh, what's the word? What am I looking for? Like lye, caustic is the word. Shit to break down like rust and whatnot. So we gave her some of that. We'll see how she goes. And then we'll go from there. So I will keep you posted.